We're thinking in terms of 25% on Mexico and Canada because they're allowing vast numbers of people. Canada's a very bad abuser also. Vast numbers of people to come in and fentanyl to come in.
When do you think you would enact those?
I think February 1st.
Are you planning on giving notice of that?
I think we'll do it February 1st.
25% on both, sir?
On each.
On each,
Yeah.
We heard and saw President Trump's latest comment. We wanted to say to Canadians that, again, we have a plan. The plan is threefold. The first one is we will continue to work on preventing tariffs, and that's also why we have a very strong border plan. Second, we will work on preparing for a response. That's why we're here, and we'll be going back with Cabinet, of course, working on retaliation. And thirdly, we have to work on our long-term response. And so this is an important moment for Canadians. We need to continue to fight for our interests, to defend jobs across the country, and we're calling every single political leader across the board, across the country, to stand united, because now, more than ever, we need to make sure that we put country first.
As Melanie said, we took note, obviously, of what President Trump said earlier today in Washington. None of this should be surprising. The one thing we've learned is that President Trump at moments can be unpredictable. He said that he would impose 25% tariffs on the Canadian economy and on the Mexican economy. We have spent the last number of weeks preparing potential response scenarios for the Government of Canada in partnership with provinces and Canadian business leaders and union leaders. So our country is absolutely ready to respond to any one of these scenarios. We still continue to believe that it would be a mistake for the American government to proceed with imposing tariffs. It would be a mistake in terms of the cost of living in the United States, in terms of jobs in the United States, the security of supply chains. It would clearly be a difficult moment for the economy of the country. But the good news is the premiers were in Ottawa last week. We agreed on a series of measures that we could enact if the United States government decides to do this. So there's nothing new this evening than was different than a week ago. Our government remains committed, however, as Melanie said, to talking to the Americans about our shared concern around security at the border. If the President and his government believe that we can do more in partnership with the Americans to secure the border, we have a